Hey guys, Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here at the PSN Spotlight on the Maynard Jackson Jaguars baseball team. Now, although it doesn't quite feel like it outside, spring is here. Well, at least spring sports, that is. And we got a chance to pull up on head coach Desmond Stiegel and the Jaguars to talk about the 2022 season.
With the first game of the regular season less than a month away, Coach Stiegel says it's definitely a great feeling to be around his guys once again.
Man, it's definitely a great feeling. First thing first, just glad all my players came back safe and healthy in this COVID season. Glad our families made it back, and just blessed to have the opportunity to play another season because you just never know when it could be over. I miss my guys, so it was good to see everybody smiling. Good to have us back together as a group.
Without a doubt, wins and losses are important, but for Coach Stiegel, like many other coaches, the bigger picture is positioning his players to have an opportunity to achieve at the next level.
Well, the thing with me for making sure that my guys get the best opportunities or put in the right places at the right time is just because of my upbringing, and I was in their shoes before, so the work that I'm doing is very intentional. I mean, I'm going to say this, you're not getting paid for the work that you put in. So the work that I'm doing is very intentional, and it means something to me. I've been in their shoes before, so I just want to provide them with the best opportunities possible.
Another key factor for Coach Stiegel and his guys are classroom sessions, something you don't often see with baseball teams, but it was something he felt was important for the development of his players.
It's a little different, and some coaches may not like it, but I feel like for most of these guys, they're learning. And it's hard after you spent all day in the class, all day on the computer, to ask them to lock in and pay attention to another lesson on the board. But I feel like for me, it's kind of like football. When you putting in a game plan and you write X's and O's on the board, you expect them to get to play, know where they're going. So defense, any situation that I can break down and put on the board, I want to show them what I want first before I go out on the field and yell at you for not doing it right. So I kind of slow the process down and break it down, show it to them. So you know the plays, you know where you're supposed to be, you know where everybody else is supposed to be. You can play faster.
And when asked what it will take for the Jaguars to come out as one of the top teams in the region, a very competitive region at that, Coach Stiegel says staying focused is going to be very important.
The region is definitely tough. There are a lot of great teams in our region. I mean, North Springs, I want to say, is top 10 in the state coming in preseason. So we're in a tough region. North Springs, Villa Rica, Midtown, New Manchester, all teams are very competitive. But for us here at Maynard Jackson, I think what got us last year was just staying focused. We have to get to a point where we're closing out those close games. In situational baseball, we got to capitalize with runners in scoring position and making good pitches when we got people on base. So that would lead to better defense, and better defense obviously leads to better offense.
And when asked what he looks forward to the most this upcoming season, Coach Stiegel was all smiles when talking about some of his players and what he expects out of some of them.
My first guy definitely on the mound, senior Burley. Rhett is going to be a guy who I can always count on to give us a chance to win. And as a starting pitcher, that's definitely what you want. In the field, I think the strength of our team will definitely be our infield. We have a lot of talented guys on the infield this year. A lot of guys who had to play last year. Jack DeFore and Kanias Davis, both were freshmen last year and had to play this year. Returning now on the corner, we have Zach Keller. He was honorable mention for all region. And of course, Aiden Farrell. Aiden should be one of our best hitters, should be one of those top guys in the region swinging the bat. So, I mean, we have a lot of returning guys, and I feel like if we put the things we need to do in place, we'll be where we need to be at the end of the season. And our conversation will be definitely different at the end of this season than it was last year.
And of course, Coach Stiegel had to let his senior captain, Jeremy Wellmaker, get a little word in himself.
Hey, just look out for me. I'm going 30-plus stolen bases this season, and nobody throwing me out. I'm calling it right now.
All right, thanks to Coach Stiegel and the Maynard Jackson Jaguars for allowing us to pull up on them for this PSN Spotlight. Can't wait to see them in action. They'll be opening up the regular season on February 8th when they take on Redan at home. For these stories and more, make sure you check us out at PrepSportsNation.net, and don't forget to check out our YouTube highlight channel, Prep Sports Nation. I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.